improvise for you now. And for that improvisation, we're going to take a couple of suggestions, 2 categories of suggestion. And how this works is I'll tell you the category, and when you've had a chance to hear it, you're invited to consider your answer and shout out your answer so that we can go with the first one that we hear. Now, the first category involves objects, things that we use all the time, some devices that we use that are important to us. These can be anything from a toothbrush to a fax machine, anything at all, provided that it's important to us, we use it a lot, and that it's not disgusting or filthy in any way. A blender. Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Okay, a blender it is. A blender is something we use often, a lot, and it's important to us, and I think that fits the bill perfectly. We have our own. Now, the second category involves world history, and what we're looking for here is an important or memorable event from world history that predates the invention of the blender.
Spanish Inquisition.
The Spanish Inquisition. Very good. The Spanish Inquisition, then, is our historical suggestion, and the object we're dealing with here is a blender. Ladies and gentlemen, James Burke.
The universe is a complex network of connections. Everything that we know that is man-made exists only because of a seemingly unrelated series of events. And without even one of these events, something as simple as this, blender, wouldn't exist at all. But wouldn't you be surprised to learn that the blender actually has its origins at the Spanish Inquisition?
You have been given this opportunity to renounce your beliefs.
I would like to renounce Torquemada, but I still believe that the candles lasted for 8 days and 8 nights.
This dogged determination of yours to believe in this fantasy of Judaism is going to consign you to death. In addition to that, your fanatical adherence to family values, education, and good fresh food has left you in contempt of this august body.
Kill me, but someday there'll be a world where Jewish cuisine is acceptable, where the bagel is eaten by all men or women of all color, and where cheese is spread on the bagel, and objects are placed in the cheese to flavor it.
Take it! All right.
Much as the Catholic Church protested, she was right. Or rather, he was right. Bagels caught on like wildfire, even quicker than Catholicism did. And so everywhere, all over Europe, people were eating bagels. Even in Italy. In the year 1840.
Mama, I made the bagels. Can I go meet Francesco now? I tell you that Francesco Renali is no good. He is a good man, Mama. He is nothing. He is weak. But I made the bagels and I cleaned my room. I fed the goats.
You make 5 more batches of bagels, Cinderella.
Mama, I'm going to make them so fast, I'm going to boil them very fast and serve them with Francesco Rinaldi's tomato sauce.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I invent new dish.
Cinderella, behind me, I'm going to kill you.
You tiny little pasta-like thing.
The word she couldn't put her tongue on was pizza with a hole in it. And pizza with a hole in it also became another popular food. And people were eating it left and right. But the thing is that the sauce would leave stains on the teeth. And so a new way was needed to clean this very fervent stain from people's biters.
The SpaghettiOs have stained my teeth.
You will never make it to court with that big orange blobby stuff on your wooden teeth.
No, I look like a traffic signal.
I will mix pine scent with acid and chlorine
What's the pine scent for?
to make your teeth fresh.
Are you saying I have bad breath?
I am saying it and
Oh.
the village corroborates. Try this, Saul. Your teeth are clean, and I am dead.
I have clean teeth.
But his breath would kill. So the combination of these cleaning solvents and the tomato paste in his mouth created this deadly gas. And this, of course, changed everything all over the world because it affected warfare.
Citizens of Rome, if you do not surrender your city, we will breathe upon you.
No, please! I can smell your German sausage breath from here!
Oh, you're not that smart when you talk about my German heritage. You're going to pay for this.
I'm not afraid of you!
Hands.
Yeah!
Give her a good one, right to the tube. Breath, Hans, breath.
I am sorry, I was thinking of the fatherland!
So there, high in the Roman Alps, the first long horn was invented. And because the long horn was invented, it changed music. People began to appreciate music as it came down from the Roman Alps. And because they could appreciate it more, they understood it more. And because they could understand it more, everyone started writing music.
Hey, what you working on?
I am working on a very elaborate symphony. I have invented new instruments to express these sounds in my heart. Such as this, wooden mallets, and this, tiny metal blades.
I've just come to your country looking for some heroin.
I've got some right here, I just have to cut it.
Hey, that's a wild vibe you got going on there. Hey, skilly-bop-bop-bop-bop-a-dee.
And here you go.
So finely chopped.
And so, because of the finely chopped heroin and the rhythm from the blades, these two together created and inspired the Rolling Stones. Keith Richards' venture into China was very important for music and people's well-being and soul and the way they consider themselves in comparison to the world. Because that's what rock and roll is, isn't it? Keith, watch this!
Keith, I heard you're off the wagon.
Yeah, I am, man. I really am. I've hid a pack of matches in one of my scars.
Well, can I get you something non-alcoholic to drink?
Oh, sure, a doers.
Alrighty, here you go. Triple doers.
Listen, what's this all about?
Oh, I just, give you one on the house. I mean, after all, you're Keith Richards, and it's not often you come in here, and I like you, Keith. I just like you.
Good, could I stay at your flat tonight?
Yes, you can.
Keith. Keith.
Yes.
I have followed you, for I want to join the Rolling Stones with my little metal blades.
Can you keep up?
Yes.
That doesn't sound like rock and roll, dude. You got to down, 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 down.
That's a sound I call puree.
You have more sounds?
I have frappe, liquefy. Your music stinks! Stop! Stop! Mrs. Daiquiri, please leave me.
And there it was. First use of a blender in the year 1978. So what do we have? We have the Spanish Inquisition leading to people liking bagels over all other food. Bagels becoming so popular that they create a new food called pizza with a hole in it, which led to SpaghettiOs and people having their teeth cleaned and resulting in a deadly gas, which led to the invasion of Rome by Germans who created a new instrument, which inspired people to write their own music.
I'm looking for some heroin.
And the invention of rock and roll. This led to the woman coming to Keith Richards and saying, "Let me mix your drinks for you." And eventually, the music created by the Blades infuriated the crowd so much that they made daiquiris. And that is why we have the blender today. What has the blender brought us since its inception? Well, it means that food is already past the first stage of digestion, the chewing. So it's all done for you, and so digestion becomes a much quicker process. And because it's such a quick process, most public buildings had to install extra bathrooms. And usually they're located in the foyer or lobby. And when an evening is going on a long time, usually some buildings set aside certain periods of time in which to use these bathrooms. And so, because of the invention of the blender, we now have intermission.